Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Aries Halloween reading for October, November 2023. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, I just want to say thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes. Thank you for any support you give the channel. And please continue to support the channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into it, Aries. So, center energy tower. So, some kind of change, something happened suddenly, or if it hasn't happened, it will. Um, and I'm using the tarot, Halloween tarot, and I have to keep looking back because I keep forgetting what the different ones mean. So give me just a second here. Okay, which one are the ghosts? I apologize, but let's see here. Okay, that's that one. Okay, all right. So we've got the Seven of Ghosts, which is the Seven of Cups, which is potentially a lot of options, perhaps a lot of choices to be made, maybe some illusions even. And stepping into your power as the Empress. Really taking a look at what you want, what you really want to go for with any of these options. Maybe you're going to turn around and say, I don't want any of them. I don't know. But the Empress is someone who's very creative, very nurturing, very caring, and who's just just in her own energy. She's not trying to be like anybody else. Very much an individual. Now, crowning energy, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So really taking stock here is what I'm getting. You see how the Scarecrow here is looking at the growth here. Where have I come from? Where am I going? Really again very self-reflective, introspective energy is what I'm getting there, and in the challenge. So you may have just started doing this, or you may have been doing this for a minute, and you're going to continue until you come to some decision, some conclusion of how you want to proceed forward. Because in the undermining position, we have the moon in reverse. So you know the truth about something. Something is not hidden. Okay. And then in the outcome, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So really working hard, putting a lot of effort into whatever it is that you desire. Maybe you're working hard at work as well. And then we have in the outcome position, we have the Ten of Imps in the reverse. Now I got to look that up because I don't remember what imps means. I want to say it's the Ten of Wands, but let me double check here. Yeah, it's got to be the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, Ten of Wands. So just really coming to the end of something, coming to the end of this like heavy burden, right? Um, so that is good news. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and move into the Halloween Oracle messages as well. And here in the upright, we start off with hearts. So really just feeling, wherever you are comfortable. You are at home. You're feeling the warmth and only the energy that you get in a place that you feel comfortable, that you feel is home. Okay. It says happiness in our hearts and homes. So this is just just the quiet, beautiful contentment that comes, okay, with being at home and being comfortable where you are. Now we have scrying, so this is about intuition. So your intuition could be really speaking to you at this time. It could also be heightening, even. Now let's go ahead and move into the challenge message here, which is joy. So this is about you making decisions. Again, remember we've got the Empress energy here. So this is about taking stock of what brings you joy, what makes you happy, and really moving towards that energy. Next, we have the Skull of Darkness. So this is blind spots. Again, remember we have the moon in reverse as the undermining, which is usually the moon can illuminate things. It can also let you know that there are hidden things. But because this is reversed, maybe you know the truth about something and that's not making you happy, or maybe you don't know all of everything you need to know, is what I'm getting with the blind spot here. So something could sneak up on you. That could be where that tower is coming from as well. Blind spots are things you don't see typically, right? So maybe having some illumination of that, because I am drawn to the candle at the top of the skull there that's shining some light on some stuff, right? Now let's go ahead and move into the next one, which is spider, community and web weaving. So to me, this is about coming into maybe a group of folks that are more on your level, more on your have a deeper understanding like you do, see things the way that you do, and working with others is what I'm getting here, to weave the web, right? To exhort your energy to weaving what you want and desire in life is what I'm getting to. Next, we have the witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Again, another message of weaving. So, really, really, creation is what I'm getting there. Really, really building upon things, and really, really creating with that Empress energy. And next we have, and you're a fire sign too, Aries. That this is your natural state anyway, to be creative. Here we have next winter in the reverse, the sacredness of pausing. Again, not pausing at this time, moving forward. Maybe gingerly, maybe slowly, but you are moving forward, coming out of the cold with that winter, right? And then we have also in the reverse, we have Barmbrack. I've never even heard that word before. Sweetness and synergy, and that's in the reverse. So maybe you're not, feeling the sweetness or wanting to be sweet at this moment. And maybe you're not feeling, that there's really any of that creative energy at this moment as well. But I think that's going to change, and I think that's part of also what that tower brings in for you as well. Now let's go ahead and move into the witching hour messages. The first one we have here is the Buck Moon Dream Work. So you could be getting a lot of messages, downloads, or other things in your dreams that are trying to speak to you at this time. Next, we have the Snow Moon, and this is Transform. So this is about changes. Again, it leads me right back to the Tower. Changes coming in to help you transform thinking, thoughts, behaviors, anything that needs to be transformed so that you can step into the joy you have here at the top that's in the challenge. Next, we have the Ice Moon. This is growth. So this is about, again, this takes me right back to your Seven of Pentacles message there, where you're taking stock of where you have grown, maybe even stock of where other areas you might want to continue to grow in, or that you know you need to grow in. But this is really about the inventory here, and seeing just how far you've come, and then, really taking an honest look at where you might need to still go. Next, we have the Blood Moon, and this is justice. So balance coming in, fairness coming in for you even. Now, in the challenge, we have the, wait a minute, hold on here. Interesting. You have the justice coming in there with the blood moon. You have another blood moon right behind it in the challenge position. And this is karma. So this is the scales being balanced out. People getting karma, you getting good karma, whatever the case may be. However, the karma needs to go, right? Because the balance has to be restored. Then we also have the barley moon with friendship. Remember, I said you're going to run into like-minded people here, people that are going to see things the way that you see them, understand you, you understand them, and it's not a challenge, right? Because you do have friendship in the challenge here, which leads me to say that maybe friendships in the past have been challenging for you, and that's why this is in the challenge position as well. And then we also have the snow moon, and this is communication coming in. So some conversations perhaps coming in from, could be friends, right, or others. We'll see what else we get. Now we're moving into the energy and spirit oracle. And the first one we have here is up from the depths, releasing difficulty. Remember, I said there's going to be a tower. Well, the tower is you surrendering whatever needs to be surrendered, releasing whatever needs to be released, so that you can come out of the difficulty, right? Because you're like, you know what, I'm over it. Whatever it is, I'm over it already. And then we have the confusion. We have the Seven of Cups in the center there. So there could be some confusion energy around you about because there's so many choices and the uncertainty of the decision you need to make. But again, quiet your mind, go within, follow your intuition. Um, um, let's go ahead and see next. We have mindfulness, peaceful presence, quiet mind. Again, we just talked about quieting your mind, listening to your intuition, calming things down within you, that kind of thing. Staying in the present moment also, because when you look down the road, sometimes that is where we get overwhelmed because we see so many options, so many ways we could go. So just take a step back and bring it in, kind of thing, right? We've got ancestors here for you. It says historical connections and purposes. So you could be perhaps getting some downloads regarding your Akashic records. It could also be about past lives and different situations that happened with your ancestors. Next, we have attachment, and we have longing, desperation. And you notice what I find interesting here, I find the spider web here interesting, considering we have the two weaving cards at the top too. So really, I want to say whatever attachments you have, releasing those as well, and that could be anything. That could be thinking. That could be habits, anything like that that you need to release. I want to say that you are being called to do so, because you are wanting that release at this time. You don't want to be caught up in anything. You don't want to be held back, held down, restrained in any kind of way. And I just get this breaking free kind of energy, right, of the web, right. Next, we have your eternal spirit, higher self, sacred intuition, and again tapping into your soul energy, your higher self energy, and pulling yourself out of this, following your intuition. Next, we have letting go of urgency, surrender, freedom from time constraints. Slowing it down is what I'm getting immediately right there. Divine timing, of course, always, but it's more about slowing it down and really releasing the sense of urgency around anything and everything. Really nice energy, actually. And then we have emotional desert, inactivity, isolation. Again, that's that quiet, going within, really connecting to spirit, your higher self, and your soul, even, and just really being there for a minute, okay, just so you can gain what you need to gain, release what you need to release, and move forward in the right energy. Now, we did get quite a few when I asked what kind of shadows are hanging out for you. And again, any reading I do, it could be your energy or someone else's energy around you. So keep that in mind. This could be your partner, friends, whatever. It doesn't have to be your energy. Only believe it if it's yours, right? But there may be something in here for you. So the first one we have here, which I thought was interesting, is prejudice. What if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? And maybe there's a sense of prejudice around you. Okay, maybe you have some prejudice of some sort that you need to look into. I don't know. I'm just reading what's on the card. We have suspiciousness. Is a quality of distrust and disbelief. Give yourself reasons why you feel this. So this is about really looking at why you have this sense of suspiciousness in a situation or situations, people, situations, whatever that is relative to. Now, we also have in the reverse, we have knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. And this is really about, I want to say, because it's in the reverse, it's maybe places you don't want to look at because you had the blind spot up here. And maybe that's what that was referencing. Something that you don't want to look at, something that you don't want to deal with, you don't want to really delve into. You want to, you just sort of want to brush it off, act like it's not there, kind of thing. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. Next, we have in the challenge, we have shame. It says you are not flawed. You are so worthy of love and belonging. Forgive yourself for not giving yourself enough self-love. So this is about perhaps really understanding that you deserve love. But you first have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And so this is about really understanding that, I think, on a whole new level there. Next, we have manipulative. Let go of wanting to exert power over someone or a situation. Do you need to work on your self esteem? Because typically, when we're trying to control situations, it's because we're not feeling worthy or we're feeling out of control because, maybe the situation is going in a direction that we're not sure of, we don't like, or we're fearful of. And so then we try to exert control because maybe there's a lack of worthiness going on underneath, or there's a lack of um, self love, or many other things. But we talked about self love already, but now we're talking about worthiness and self esteem. Now, we've got selfish. You are wrapped up in your own desires. Try looking at and caring about the needs of others. So, this is about stepping outside of yourself, and looking at other people's situations and perhaps assisting where you can. Now we have boundaries. It says develop healthy boundaries to make sure you are emotionally and mentally stable. It's okay to say no. So this is about establishing boundaries if you don't have any already, in those areas where you feel they need to be. Then we have in the challenge impatient. Look for patterns of your impatience. Notice the negative physical symptoms it causes you. Take deep breaths and slow down. So again, not trying to rush things, trying to, understanding that, good things come with patience. And it's hard. Trust me, I know it is. But we're all getting lessons in patience. Let's see, we've got vengeful. Find a better way to heal your anger. This negative emotion comes back full circle. So be careful what you're putting out, by way of this anger, because it is going to boomerang. And you did have the karma card as well. So you don't want to bring negative karma back to yourself because of, some anger that just is unleashed unnecessarily. And I'm not saying, I don't mean unnecessarily in that you mean to do it that way, but sometimes when we don't know where we're hurt from, we can lash out at others without realizing it. So here we have, may this oracle deck awaken you to greater authenticity by working through any hidden shadows of your personality. So again, this to me is, this oracle is really helping to address that, the shadows aspects of us all, right, as we go through the different signs. It's defensiveness. Hear other people's perspectives and feelings. Shift your focus to them. It's not always about you. So again, right back to the selfish card there, right? Really coming out of you and understanding other people are just as important as you, even. Now we have the last one, demanding. When displayed, you are most likely making the other person feel inferior. Check your anxiety and depression and see where this is actually coming from, this demanding nature, that may be being exhibited. Now, we're going to go ahead and move into the last oracle deck. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these. I was using these earlier for something else, so let's go ahead and give a clean shuffle here. And this is the messages from the universe deck here. I have all the other ones, all the names of them right here. So I don't normally, sometimes I say the names, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just forget because I get so caught up into the reading. Let's go ahead and see what the universe has to tell you, Aries. What messages do you have for Aries spirit? Messages for Aries spirit. Thank you. Let them fall out completely. Thank you. Okay. Okay, last go round. Anything else? And I don't read these cards in the reverse, so even if they come out that way, I won't read them that way. Okay. Last one. Okay, that's it. No particular order. Okay, the first one we have here. What is meant for you won't pass you by. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whenever Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. So really releasing control, releasing the need to feel like you need to control, because that's what I keep getting off of that. Next, try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. And this is sort of like a reiteration of one of the cards we already read. The one that was talking about this one here. Where is it? Yeah, this one here. The mindfulness card and staying in the present kind of thing. Next, we have when going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. So, this is walking in the attitude of gratitude. This is about really taking stock, leads me right back to the Seven of Pentacles there, of, all the things that you have to be thankful for, all the growth you've already done, and really walking in that attitude of gratitude. One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart, and you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. So, this is about you walking in the Empress energy, knowing that you deserve more, and really staying open to a place of receiving it so it can come in. It says opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. So, good things coming from the financial aspect for you. Prioritize self healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self healing takes time and a lot of self love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush, so slow it down. Really just love on yourself. Really take care of you. You are going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness it will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it, expect it, it's happening. When you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. So sort of like take the wisdom from the past, but don't try to use it as like a measuring tape to how far you can go in the future. It's only wisdom to carry with you. It's not meant to limit anything. In your journey, there will be times when you will feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away from those unneeded layers and stay and keep growing. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. This new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. No matter what you face or how you see it or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. Don't worry, everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made even if you can't yet see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. And the last one, love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining or burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self love. Okay, Aries, I hope that this helps you. Much love and light, Lady T.